Today we'll be explaining the top 10 pirate crews in One Piece. This list includes the brand new Cross Guild and even some legendary pirates of the past that were feared by everyone in the world. We'll be starting off with the Heart Pirates. The Heart Pirates were formed with Trafalgar Law and Beppo. Law is one of the supernovas of the worst generation. He probably has the best devil fruit in the series, which is the ʟ𝚘𝚙𝚢𝚡. The ʟ𝚘𝚙𝚢𝚡 is pretty much just a cheat code at this point. Law can control anything inside of a certain room that he creates. He even has abilities to replicate some other OP devil fruits. Now it's just not Law and the crew, but there's also Beppo, Jean, Shotzi, and Penguin. The Heart Pirates have been the Straw Hats' closest ally ever since Punk Hazard, and I would love to put them lower on this list, but Law is carrying the crew on his back constantly. This crew definitely deserves its 3,500,000,000 berry bounty, and is number 10 on this list. Number 9 is the Straw Hat Pirates. This is everyone's favorite crew, led by the future Pirate King Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy is also a current Yonko and part of the worst generation. Luffy also has an amazing devil fruit with his new Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, which gives him the power of the sun god, just like Joy Boy. But Luffy still thinks he ate the Domu Domu no Mi, which is his biggest drawback. The crew consists of the King of Hell Zoro, Blackbeard Sanji, and the First Son of the Sea Jinbei. The Straw Hats also have Nico Robin, who is the only person alive who can read the poneglyphs. They also have some other members like Nami, Chopper, Usopp, Frankie, and Brook, but you have to remember, they did all of this in just a little bit of over 3 years, and they were gone for 2 of them. Zoro and Luffy are both confirmed Conqueror Haki users, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jinbei is too. Jinbei literally looked Bidmon in her eyes and said, "You do not scare me." The Straw Hat crew's current bounty is almost 9 billion berries. With such a small crew, they are so amazing and will definitely be lower on this list. Number 8 is the Cross Guild. This crew was formed by Crocodile and Dragon Mihawk, and somehow Buddy found his way into being the captain of the crew, and well, Buddy became a Yonko because of it. The Cross Guild is very dangerous as they have 3 former warlords leading it, and they've been putting bounties on the Navy. It's a genius strategy that Crocodile came up with. With just Mihawk alone, the crew would already be Yonko level, but then you add Crocodile, who has a bounty of 2 billion, and even went into combat against everyone in Marineford, including Draco Mihawk. He is also rumored to go to stand in Haki, which would be busted. With all of that, you also add Buddy's operation, which is already full of strong bounty hunters, and you did a strong crew. The crew has a bounty of at least 8.8 billion and 48 million berries, which is 32 million berries more than the Straw Hats. But most of the Cross Guild hasn't even gotten a bounty yet, and it's rumored that Doflamingo and Moria will join the Cross Guild, which will just make it even more formidable. I would love to put the Cross Guild lower on this list, but all of this is just speculation. Until we actually see what everyone in the Cross Guild is actually capable of, it's number 8 on the list. Number 7 is the Whitebeard Pirates. The Whitebeard Pirates were one of the most mightiest crews in the world. Their captain is Edward Newgate, who was a former Yonko and was Goldie Roger's biggest rival for the One Piece. At one point, this crew even included Kozuki Oden, who is one of the best samurai ever. Whitebeard's right-hand man was Martyr the Phoenix, who had a mythical Zoan fruit. There was also Marshall D. Teach, Jozu, and even Portus D. Ace. They all had such strong devil fruits and were formidable opponents. Whitebeard himself had a devil fruit that could destroy the entire world. He even destroyed an island in just one punch. He had the Quake fruit and was able to cause earthquakes everywhere. Sadly, during the Paramount War, Whitebeard and Ace lost their lives after Teach beat Marco and the other remnants of the Whitebeard Pirates to become Yonko. And I would love to put this amazing crew lower on this list, but everyone else is just that strong. Next up is the Bidmon Pirates. The Bidmon Pirates own the country of Totoland. The captain of the crew is Charlotte Linlin, also known as Bidmon. Due to her strength and tough body alone, she is considered a freak of nature ever since she was a child. She also has a broken devil fruit, which is the Soul fruit, making her invincible and immortal. She was a former Yonto that was defeated in Wano against Trafalgar Law and Eustace Kid. The crew consisted of the Sweet Commanders, Katakuri, Cracker, Pursporo, and Smoothie. They were just the strongest among the Bidmon Pirates crew, and they have a total of over 10 billion berries. This is where we get into the strongest territory. But first, make sure to like and subscribe or I'll get 𝙬𝚙𝚙𝚅 to shank you. Anyways, next up is the Red Hair Pirates, which is funny. This is the only OG Yonto crew that is still alive. They were also the first pirate crew to be shown in One Piece, and they're led by Red Hair 𝙬𝚙𝚙𝚅, who started his career on the Pirate King ship. 𝙬𝚙𝚙𝚅 is a former rival of Dracula Mihawk, and their fights have shook the Grand Line plenty of times. Eventually, the Red Hair Pirates added Ben Beckman, Yasopp, and Lucky Rouge. They all have notable bounties, and there are some other members that we don't know much about, but it can be said they have a massive grand fleet since it is a Yonto crew. Nobody's bounty is confirmed other than 𝙬𝚙𝚅𝚅's 4 billion berry bounty, but we can assume that it's at least 10 billion, and with that, they deserve number 5 on this list. Number 4 is the Beast Pirates. The Beast Pirates were founded and led by Kaido, King of the Beasts, and one of the original 4 Yonto. The Beast Pirates control all of Wano and make artificial Zoan devil fruits. Kaido himself has a mythical Zoan fruit, model Azure Dragon, and has one of the best hockey in the series. He's advanced in all 3 types of hockey and was able to beat Luffy 3 times, and was just no different Lawin Kid. The vice captain of the crew is King, who was a rival to Zoro in the Onigashima arc. There is also Queen and Jack, who are the 3 commanders of the Beast Pirates. The Beast Pirates also have the Toby Rappo, which consists of 6 strong pirates, and even a former Cypherpole member. The Beast Pirates have a total of at least 11.2 billion berries. And with that, let's move on to the 3 strongest pirate crews in One Piece. Number 3 is the Blackbeard Pirates. They were founded by Marshall D. Teach, who was a former member of the Whitebeard Pirates, and Teach obtained Alodia type, the dark fruit, and stole Whitebeard's Quake fruit during the Paramount War. Teach is the leader of the 10 Titanic captains. His main subordinates are mainly from level 3 of Impel Down, and Blackbeard even has a former Marine Admiral on his crew, Aokiji. He even has a former Impel Down ruler, Shiryu of the Rain. Recently in the manga, we see that they both took out Garp, which is no easy feat even at his old age. I wish we knew more about the Blackbeard Pirates, but their current rumored bounty is at least 10 billion berries, and I think this crew will have the biggest bounty ever. But let's move on to number 2, which is the Roger Pirates. This is the crew of the Pirate King and has been shown to be the strongest on numerous counts. This is the only crew to be successful in reaching the Laugh Tale, and actually found the One Piece. Just this crew's name alone will probably get you killed. Roger is one of the strongest characters in the series, and is probably Void Sentry level. His right-hand man was Dark King Rayleigh. There's also Gabin, Brocus, Odin, and even Douglas Bullet. He also had Buddy and 𝙬𝚙𝚙𝚅 on the crew after God's Valley, and they're both current Yonto. They've got a total bounty of at least 15 billion in my opinion. Nothing is confirmed other than Roger's bounty of 5.5 billion berries, but come on, they're the Pirate King crew. They've fought so many battles against the Whitebeard Pirates, the Lion Pirates, and even fought off the strongest pirate crew to date, the 𝚤𝚜 Pirates. The 𝚤𝚜 Pirates are a legendary pirate crew that ruled the seas a few decades before the current story began. The captain of the crew was 𝚤𝚜 D. 𝚤𝚑𝚅. 𝚤𝚑𝚅 was feared so much that the world government erased everything about the 𝚤𝚜 Pirates and even God Valley. The 𝚤𝚜 Pirates were definitely the strongest crew. They had Prime Whitebeard, Prime Bidmon, and they even had Kaido, Captain John, and so many more. That's 3 out of 4 of the Yonko on one crew, and somebody that's at least Roger level. We don't know anything about their bounties, but it is definitely higher than anything we've seen on this list. If we take Bidmon's, Kaido's, and Whitebeard's final bounty and add 6 billion for 𝚤𝚜s, we almost get 20 billion berries, and that's not even including anyone else. And that's it for this video, but you should click the video on the left if you want to see the fight between Luffy and Kizaru round 2. Or if you're interested in the plot holes of One Piece, click the video on my right. Maybe click on my head to subscribe. Anyways, peace!